And we are live. Hi, everybody. This is the Crypto Dwarf, and welcome to my Crypto Crib. So, well, this is my first live stream. This is exciting. I have been working towards this for, well, I don't know, maybe a year. So, yeah, let me check. Is this all in order? Yeah, I can look around. And yeah, I feel great. So this is actually working. Awesome. So, let us play Steam Monsters, shall we? Okay, so here we are on the Steam Monsters website. If you want to play Steam Monsters, you will need a Steam account, which will allow you to have privately owned unique cards. So let's get started here and don't talk too much. Here, first we need to click on buy to get our starter set, because you will need the starter set in order to play. In the starter set are 30 cards, all the relevant cards that you need to play. On the common, from the common cards, there are several rarities. You are probably familiar with card games like Hearthstone or Magic the Gathering, and they have different rarities, and the same we have here in Steam Monsters as well. So you can either use a promo code, which will I use in a second. You can also use your credit card via PayPal or directly PayPal, or you can pay with crypto. So yeah, the pack costs $10 and includes an account creation for you. If you already have a Steam account, then actually that's different now. I think it's always $10 now. I'm not quite sure, but let's do that now. I will put in my promo code here. Give me a sec. Let me copy that. Doing that on the other monitor. Putting in the promo code. Boom. Check. And redeem promo. Here we go. This is done. And we have a welcoming screen. Welcome to the Splinterlands. The cards from the starter set have been sent to your collection. Yes. Wait a second. I need to make an animation. Yes. Here we go. No. Higher. That. Okay. Summoners and the monsters they command are ready to do battle. The choices you make next will determine your destiny. Prepare for combat. Okay, that's all cool. Let's click on my collection, and what we will see now is we will go directly to the collection page and see the cards that we just got in our starter set. All right, we see we have 5 fire cards, 5 water cards, 5 earth cards, 5 life cards, 5 death cards, and 5 neutral monsters, which is actually pretty cool. When I got the starter pack, the neutral monsters weren't in there, and some of them are actually all of them more valuable than the average card. So for example, the cockatrice here at the moment is on the decentralized marketplace worth about, what is it, like $2 maybe. Ooh, wait a second, Bitcoin, bam. All right, wait a second, I want to make a face. So let's go back to our collection. So this is nice, we have now some cards to play with. And when we want to do that, we click on battle, and we'll directly go into the battle arena, where we see the rules of combat. The mana cap is currently at 17 mana. If you're familiar with card games like this, the mana defines how expensive your monsters can be. And here are the 6 splinters. All of them are activated, and we have 2 more hours until the next conflict begins, which means that the rules here will be changed. Here down at the side we see the battle log, which is empty for myself, but if we put in another user, then we can see here Flowey, boom 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 boom, all the battles that that user has done. We have a practice mode where we can test our teams, but we will go directly into ranked. And first of all, what you need to do is you need to select a follower. So actually, let me see, I want to quickly change some settings here in in my character animator. Just give me a second. That's keyboard. Keyboard input. No, mouse input. That's what we want. So I can click here and my eyes will move to the side and snap into that direction for a moment. So, cool. Next thing is we need to pick the summoner. So let's go for Earth. Alright, so now we see all the Earth monsters and we see the neutral monsters. What you need to understand is that there are 3 different types of attacks. We have melee attack, we have mage or magic attack, and we have ranged attack. There are 2 different positions in the game. Well, actually there are more, but 2 rows of positions. We have the front, there's always just 1 slot, and we have the back with all the other monsters who will then attack from the back or not at all. So the tanks that we put into the front are meant to eat most of the damage, and then in the back we have usually the damage dealers. It's a little bit more complex, but let's just create our very first team. We see our summoner already did cost 3 mana. I put in the flash golem, cost 6 mana, and that leaves us with another 8 mana. Now we can, let's see, add another, where was it? No, 8 I did say, so let's use a goblin sorcerer, and let's use, what do we have? There's 5 more. Let's use the elven cutthroat, and that's 2 more. Well, actually, there's not much choice here. We have to use the cockatrice. So let's have a look at our team. We have a tank in the front. We have a mage with a sneak attack, so that will attack the last position of the team. On our second position, we can move that around if we want and put it into a different slot. So for example, the cockatrice is another melee that could go into the front and eat the very first damage of our enemies, and then when it's dying, the flash golem is coming into play. We could also put the cockatrice in the back in order to defend our back position against sneak attacks like from the goblin sorcerer. And the elven cutthroat as well has sneak, so we'll go to the back position. Alright, so let's just assume the enemy has no sneak, so we will put the cockatrice in the front. That's a very risky positioning, but let's do that. And then another fact is Liana will give us +1 health. Let's click on battle and go directly into, well, the battling mode, I assume. Okay, now we are in the waiting list, and we have to wait until we are paired with another player, and this can be tricky because I have 0 points in the leaderboard right now, and well, we have to wait until we find someone with very low points or someone who's desperately looking for another match with much higher points and will then be put against myself. Okay, so in the meantime, let me see how I can, something was popping up. Oh yeah, I was hovering here over the tab. Let me show you that very quickly. You have probably already seen that. If you're on Steam, please go on contest.gonetcoins.com and vote for the free integration of Steam into the exchange. We're currently at number 1. That's cool, but it's not secured yet, so give a few more votes. The vote will close in 2 days, and then Steam will be on netcoins.com, which is awesome. Back to Steam monsters. I think there's still, there we go. There's now a matchmaker. So I didn't touch that because I deactivated the desktop area. Wait a second. It's actually very loud for myself. Okay, I had to dial this on my headphones. So like I said, I think you don't hear the desktop audio, but that's fine. Actually, you might hear me twice now. So let me just switch off the sound from the desktop. Alright, so now you can't hear the music and the effects anymore, but that's fine. I would switch it off for myself as well. It's a little bit confusing when I'm doing the live stream here. And what we see here now is the setup. We have on the top the Crypto Dwarf, and with myself, and then on the bottom we see Oscar 21. What is that? Evander. Oscar 2 Evander. Alright. And Oscar is playing the Death team while I'm playing my Earth team. What we need to do is now click on Rumble. Here we go. And that is now starting the game. For your information, the game is pre-calculated. That means that it's already clear who has won. I don't see it yet, but we can skip to the results if we like. We can also freeze the game if we want. So Oscar might have already finished the game, and maybe Oscar has already played another game in the meantime. We take it slow here for demonstration purposes. We can even go back if you like. So we reset the game and start from the beginning and press play once more. We can also speed it up on a faster level as well as on a 2 times faster level, which is then super fast and going through the whole thing. Now every of the monster is doing the whole process that it was set up by us automatically. And as you can see, my team was destroyed. Yeah, that wasn't cool. But on the other hand, since I didn't play anything yet, I just lost nothing. I still have a rating of 0, where Oscar 2 Evander was getting plus 11 on his rating, and he has now 178 points in the leaderboard. If we can now see here my game, it's being listed forever on the battle log. You can also see the transaction on the Steem blockchain, because the whole game is happening on the cryptocurrency Steem, which is awesome. Here, Steem, that's the Steem logo. And what else? Yeah, we can look at the leaderboard and we see all the people who played so far and are in the rankings. We have nearly 3,000 points for positioning number 1, Yaronik, which is Diamond 3 League. And when we scroll down, the list goes down to 100. And that's nearly 1,500 points. So we are far, far, far away from even being listed here in the leaderboard. But nevertheless, we can play and are being matched against players with less games, less experience, less points in the leaderboard. Let's do this again, and let's try to create a smarter team. What you need to understand is that our collection of cards, first of all, doesn't include all cards. When we go on the collection here and then activate all cards, we can see that there are many more cards. Oh, my hand are still latched to the to the Steem logo. Let's undo that here actually. How do I undo that? Up, left, Now I undid that. Okay, cool. Sorry, I was confused. Let's go back to the game. All these cards that are grayed out, I don't own on this account yet. So that basically means that I am missing out a lot of cool combinations that I potentially could do. But that's fine. I'm still able to play. And I can also trade and buy the monsters. So let's quickly do that. We can go on peakmonsters.com or alternatively go on steammonsters.com and hit the market tab on the menu. Both are showing you the same data because Steem Monsters is using the decentralized Steem blockchain for all the cards and the transactions. So that means that decentralized exchanges for the cards can be created, and Peak Monsters was the first one that tapped into that potential, and you can now get all the cards that you want and buy them for Steem and Steam-backed dollars. So let's give this a second here to load and sleep in the meantime. There we go. So here are the cards. You can filter them. First of all, let's do a different view, like a box view. Here you have alpha cards and beta cards because we have already 2 different editions of monsters. We have here the different filters at the side. So for example, if you're looking for a legendary card, then you can just click the filter and you see all the legendaries, which are at the moment, well, the most expensive cards. You also have these gold foil cards here, which are rarer, but basically the same card. You can also play them if you like. And then add them to your collection. Alternatively, of course, you can trade if you like by, let's go back to Steem monsters, to our collection. And when you click on one of your cards, you can just send it as a gift to any account name on Steem that you like, and then the ownership of that card will be transferred to that account. Alright, let's do another game here with our starter pack. It will not give us many chances, but it's, like I said, still possible to play a little bit here. You will not get very high in the rankings though. So let's see what we can achieve with that. Maybe we use a different summoner here and switch Liana to Cinta Mortales. Here's some pretty decent starting monsters here. The Haunted Spirit is a nice tank. It can heal itself already on level 1, so that's awesome. Skeleton Assassin has Sneak. That's always sneaky against the enemy team. Haunted Spider on level 1 doesn't have poison, neither does the Skeleton Assassin. And then we have, well, how much mana do we have left? 3 mana left. We can put in the Elven Cutthroat to have more sneak damage. And oops, I unchecked her actually. So let's see, who do we want to put in the back? Let's put the Skeleton Assassin in the back, so can take more damage than the Elven Cutthroat with 1 mana. The Skeleton Assassin has 2 manas. And the Haunted Spider should go in the middle because it has a ranged attack, and ranged attack cannot attack from the first slot from the melee position, so we don't want it to be on slot number 2. Because otherwise, when our Haunted Spirit dies, then our Haunted Spider will move into the first position and will be lost there. Okay, here we go again against Oscar to Evander, and he brings also the Haunted Spirit, the Haunted Spider, and the Cyclops. The Cyclops is a strong ranged monster. Apologize. So here we go. Let me see. Is someone giving me some feedback on chat? No, so I can't really see whether the sound is good, but I tested it before. It should be fine. Okay. Let's activate the sound here again. And let's speed this up. Oh no. So the Cyclops just killed our Haunted Spirit, and now it looks really bad for us. They're just moving the team apart, and I clicked on skip on results because it brings us forward faster. So that wasn't really a win. Let's see if we can find a different team that is a little bit stronger here for beginners. What we can do now is we go back on battle and have a look at the team that our opponent just used. We can, for example, try to build a team that is strong against that. Alright. Cyclops was in the back. Let's see. Maybe what we can do is we can try to be a little bit more enduring for a little bit. So that's where the live team comes in. They have shield per default on all their monsters because Tyrius Palladium is giving a shield buff, which is the summoner. You always need the summoner to play to select the monsters. Let's see, what do we do here? We can try the cockatrice because it's so cheap, and it will get some shield buff, so that's nice. Might live a little bit longer. On the other hand, we could use the Grumpy Dwarf, the Silver Shielded Knight, or the Silver Shield Warrior as our tank. Let's do it the other way around. Let's see what damage dealers we want. To break the Cyclops is really hard with a team like this. With low level cards where the damage dealers are all not making a lot of damage. Cyclops has 6 mana, 6 life. And even if I have the Elven Cutthroat, the Centaur, and the Feral Spirit all in the team, and they're all attacking the Cyclops, assuming the Cyclops is in the last spot and there's no other range, then it would take me 2 full rounds without any miss possible, and the team mustn't have any shield, for example, either. It's really tough. That's crazy. It's a good card. So actually we should use that to our advantage and play the Cyclops actually ourselves. We don't have the Selenia Sky, which is a dragon summoner, which can choose, which can buff ranged damage by 1. It's a legendary card and wasn't included in the starter pack. That would be nice now. So we just play it like this. See what tank do we put in the front? Again, now let's see what other damage dealer we can put in. We still have 8 mana left. We can bring in a Peacebringer for 4. And the Centaur. No, we still also need a tank there. Let's see. I don't know. It's kind of tough. I like to think about the Silver Shield Warrior or the Grumpy Dwarf instead of the Cockatrice. I think the Silver Shield Knight is a little bit expensive. I like the 4 life, 1 shield for the Grumpy Dwarf and Silver Shield Warrior. And since they both cost the same, and this one has more melee attack, I will choose this one as our tank, the Silver Shield Warrior. Put the Cyclops in the back, leaves us 4 mana to play something. Yeah. Peacebringer makes the most damage that I can do. And I will put the Cyclops in the back. Alright. So yeah. Let's click on battle and see where this is going. I think the stream is lagging pretty much behind there. What I'm seeing is, I don't know. Looks like 1 or 2 minutes even. That's crazy. Anyhow, let's continue like this and evaluate everything afterwards. Bum ba-dum bum bum. Let me sleep a little bit, like, while we're waiting. A good, healthy crypto sleep. Alright, Starfighter with the Selenia Sky Dragon Rider Summoner. Playing a super strong team. I would say we have 0 chance against this really powerful team. It's using the Earth Elemental. We don't have that because it's not included in the starter set. And I have the Swamp Thing. It's also not included. And as you can see with the numbers below here, they are already leveled up. And we are no match for this team whatsoever. But let's see where we go. And let's speed this up because we don't need to wait for long to see how we are being destroyed. As you can see, the Flesh Golem is healing itself. The Earth Elemental is healing itself. The Goblin Sorcerer, super powerful card. Because it has Sneak and is magic, so it goes around our precious shield that we got from our Summoner buff. So yeah, that was a quick death for us. Alright, so it looks like that with the starter set we don't get far. So what we can do is we can switch to my other account and let me do this. Let me switch to my cave first. So first of all, let's do this. Cave. How do I do that? Okay, like this. So now I'm in the cave, and now I can switch on my desktop to my other account while you look at my nice crystals here in the background. Pum padum padum, switching to my main account, logging in, and swapping the screen. Here we go. So now we have everything we want. For example, this is one of my favorite teams here. We see Selenia Sky as our summoner, giving us +1 ranged buff. Here's the Cockatrice in the front, and the Earth Elemental in the second position. The Cockatrice maxed out, giving us flying for more evasion, as well as dodge for more evasion, which is awesome. It cannot eat much damage, so if a magic attack hits the Cockatrice, it dies very quickly. Then we have the Earth Elemental. It's ranged attack, but it has also self-heal. So even if it moves into the first position, it can still survive a little bit through the self-heal. Then we have the Swamp Thing, which is a ranged attack and has Weaken and Slow. Weaken makes melee attack down of our opponent's team, and Slow makes the opponent's monsters slower, meaning they have to wait longer or come second after your own monsters eventually. It depends on the numbers that they come with. And there was a funny little bug right now. Have you seen that? That's a funny display bug here, where the card is going super large. I can't reproduce it now, but we have it on video. That was it. There was it again. Anyhow, and then in the back we have the Spirit of the Forest, my favorite card, which is a legendary with flying. Snipe is attacking the first ranged monster. It has tank heal, it has wall, giving everyone shield, and it has dodge for higher evasion. And with the buff from Selenia Sky, all my second row monsters are +1 damage. So this is a really, really nice team and has brought me very high up in the leaderboard. Of course, I had to switch it because there are, of course, many teams who can rock, paper, scissors style defeat it, but here, as you can see, I didn't even use that team last time I played, but it brought me up to